The search for a toddler and her dad is on after police say she was taken without permission. The latest on the search. And the president is hopeful all Americans over 16 years old will be vaccinated by the end of the summer. Plus, love is in the air at the White House thanks to a Valentine's Day display. 12 at 12 starts right now. 12 minutes, no commercials. We're on TV and on the go on the 12 News app, website, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Tram here. If you are looking for the impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump, which is underway right now, you can find it streaming live on 12news.com. Today, lawyers for the former president are laying out their arguments. His lawyers are expected to argue the trial itself is unconstitutional and that Democrats are hypocritical after some of them have made inflammatory comments themselves. Happening now, the search for a missing 18-month-old girl who was abducted by her father continues. Deputies say Tyler Garbett took his daughter, Aurora Petrin, around 1 yesterday afternoon near 67th Avenue and Broadway Road. Investigators say the father does not have custody of that little girl. He's driving a 2009 white Nissan Versa with the Arizona license plate T3A7YA. Please call 911 if you have any information on where they may be. Turning now to the latest on COVID-19 here in Arizona. This morning, the Department of Health reported 2,426 new cases and 172 new deaths. In an effort to keep the virus from spreading, Maricopa County is working to get more residents vaccinated. Today, we're learning who will be eligible to get vaccinated now. Team 12's Jen Wall explains.
Yeah, the big update here is that Maricopa County is expanding its vaccine eligibility to adults 65 and older. Now, this is all set to start on Monday. And remember, you still do have to make an appointment. So that means in addition to the state-run sites, State Farm Stadium and Phoenix Municipal Stadium, anyone who is 65 and older will also be able to try to get an appointment for a COVID-19 vaccine at Maricopa County-run sites. Those are like the ones we're at here at Chandler Gilbert Community College. The county tells us the decision was made with the federal pharmacy vaccine program. Now it's scheduled to start soon. It'll bring the vaccine to 182 pharmacies in Maricopa County. So far, Arizona has given more than 1 million doses of the COVID-19 vaccine statewide, and it's working on more. Meanwhile, the Biden administration says they're also pushing to ramp up vaccine production.
Just this afternoon, we signed the final contracts for 100 million more Moderna and 100 million more Pfizer vaccines. We're also able to move up the delivery dates with an additional 200 million vaccines to the end of July, faster than we expected.
And the locations of the pharmacies set to get the COVID-19 vaccine have not been released yet. So stay with 12 News for updates. And again, this expansion of the 65 and older group to get the COVID-19 vaccine at Maricopa County-run sites is set to start on Monday. You still have to make that appointment, though. For now, we're in Chandler. Jen Wall, 12 News.
Jen, thank you. President Biden says the U.S. struck a deal to purchase enough vaccinations for all Americans over 16 years old.
You talked about vaccines, 300 million Americans by July. How long will it take to actually get the shots in arms?
Well, this has never been done before, and our hope is that we'll be able to buy at the end of the summer. Everybody have almost everybody 300 million shots in people's arms. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time.
Now, the deal for 200 million additional doses of coronavirus vaccine helps fulfill a promise Mr. Biden made in January to ramp up supply to cover more of the population. As more COVID vaccines are being given, some people are starting to form new friend groups. So let's connect the dots on this idea called immunity bubbles.
You may have heard the terms vaccine bubbles or immunity bubbles being tossed around. It's where people who have had the COVID vaccine form their own group since they're all protected. But Dr. Michael Kinch from Washington University says that is not a good idea. He says the reason is twofold. First, he says, we just don't know yet if the vaccination will knock down your ability to spread the virus to others. And even if it does, there could be a window between after you encounter the virus and before your dose kicks in, and you could take that virus back to someone who isn't vaccinated and infect them. And Dr. Kent says it can take a while for the vaccine to start working after you get it. The other factor? You might think you're safe in a bubble, but you can still pick up the virus while simply running an errand, like going to the grocery store. So achieving the perfect bubble is next to impossible. Until we can all get together safely again, mask up, keep your distance, and wash your hands. And we just connected the dots.
Well, for the last year, Arizonans changed their daily lives to slow the spread of the virus and prevent overwhelming hospitals. But was it all enough? That's what 12 News investigated in our series Crisis and Care. You can watch it right now on YouTube. Well, there's a chance for some rain this weekend. Crystal's here now with your forecast 411.
Love is in the air and in the trees. I've got some great snuggle weather for you this Valentine's weekend. We are putting it up to snuggle close on your cuddle cast because we have a shower system that's also going to be winding up those winds and bringing a special delivery of chillier air. So you're going to want to snuggle with your sweetheart. This storm system is going to arrive Saturday in the afternoon through Sunday morning. That's the best opportunity for showers. The valley might not be getting in on any rainfall, love, but if we do, it'll be very light rainfall amounts. A little bit higher totals for the higher terrain, but we'll be swapping the raindrops for snow at 5,000 feet, 1 to 4 inches possible there, with as much as 4 to 8 inches of snowfall possible above 7,000 feet. Skies are going to be brightening up really quickly on your holiday, so maybe you want to take your sweetheart to Valentine, Arizona, where the sun will be shining. It'll be breezy in Love, Arizona, 64 for a maximum. Even warmer in Dateland, 70 degrees with a breeze there. 67 for Sweetwater, Arizona. And if you just don't like Valentine's Day, well, Bitter Springs is for you. It's going to be your coldest spot at 44 degrees with some snow showers in the morning. You can't buy love, but you can buy a lift ticket, which is pretty close. If you're going to be checking out the Terrain Rail Jam competition going on at Sunrise Park Resort, there's also going to be some night skiing and fireworks for the celebration. Winds are going to get gusty on you in the afternoon, as much as 40 miles an hour. Here in the valley, we're keeping around the chillier than average weather through your Monday, and then maybe another shot for showers and breezes on Tuesday.
So I love those city names. Nice job. Thank you. Time is running out to find the perfect gift for your Valentine. An innovative idea could get you extra bonus points this Valentine's Day. Here's Team 12's Jamie Cagle to explain.
As a nonprofit zoo, more than 80% of our revenue comes from guests coming through our gates. So obviously, when we have no guests coming through our gates, we don't have any revenue. So we needed to think quickly about how can we get people to come to the zoo, but safely come to the zoo.
The zoo shifted gears, giving the green light to Cruise the Zoo, which brought in about $1 million. Not quite making up for the $6 million it lost when it had to close, but it was a start. The zoo also went virtual with Zoo Family Adventure, an online summer camp, and distance learning programs for schools.
Digital has really been the way to go with this pandemic.
Happy Valentine's Day!
But perhaps the zoo's star fundraiser is Fernando, the beloved two-toed sloth. He has taken the online world by storm, and his services have been a big boost to the zoo's finances.
For those of you looking for that special Valentine's gift, how about a personalized message from a local celebrity? No, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about Fernando.
Fernando has become an instant Cameo celebrity. Cameo is a video sharing platform where you can pay for personalized celebrity shoutouts. The zoo has received hundreds of requests, and now you can get one specifically for Valentine's Day.
It's a donation of $50 to our nonprofit zoo. It goes back directly to caring for all of the animals, including Fernando.
Another innovative idea worth keeping around. Because while the zoo is open with COVID safety measures in place, there are still a few things they just can't reopen yet.
Certain animals at the zoo are COVID susceptible, so there are some behind the scenes tours that we're currently not doing just with certain species because our primates are susceptible to COVID, your large cats are susceptible as well. Giraffes, we're not entirely sure about their susceptibility, so that's one reason that we don't have that encounter open right now. We're doing some research and possibly seeing how we can safely open other things.
Until then, we can count on Fernando's cameos and Cruise the Zoo. At the Phoenix Zoo, Jamie Cagle, Today in AZ.
Oh, Fernando, who knew you loved love to eat beautiful flowers. All right, love is in the air at the White House. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden took an early morning walk to see the Valentine's display on the White House North Lawn. Giant pink, red, and white hearts popped up overnight. It's the First Lady's surprise Valentine's treat to the country. The hearts are emblazoned with words like unity, kindness, healing, and love. The First Lady's office says Valentine's Day has always been one of her favorite holidays, and she wanted to send a message of hope and compassion to the country. Time now for your Daily Juice. Britney Spears lost another fight in the legal battle over control of her estate. The singer is trying to remove her father, Jamie Spears, as a co-conservator of the $60 million estate. But during a virtual court hearing Thursday, an LA judge ruled the current arrangement will stay in place. So that means Jamie Spears and another appointed co-conservator will remain in charge of the pop star's estate. Britney has been trying to remove her father from that position since last August, but Jamie Spears wants to stay on, saying he needs to protect his daughter from people who may take advantage of her. The next court hearing is set for March 17th. Well, Valentine's Day weekend, you know it's all about love, and today kicks off National Freedom to Marry Day. February 12th has been the unofficial holiday in support of same-sex marriage since 1999. It was started by a Washington, D.C. gay rights advocacy law firm. While same-sex marriage is legal in the U.S., they say the push to normalize same-sex couples is still not over. And hey, while we're talking about marriage, let's take a pause for some puppy love. These dogs got married in a ceremony at Greenville County Animal Care in South Carolina. They're Sassy and Sparrow, and they spent the event soaking up attention and munching doggy cake. The pups are heartworm survivors, and their marriage raised money for the Have a Heartworm Fund. As kind of a wedding gift, the shelter has been waiving adoption fees all week. How adorable is that? And that's your 12 at 12.